Mike Bailey, you are still walking. But the only reason you are still walking is my weakness. I shouldn't have stopped. I should have tore your leg clean off. Next week, I'm going to rectify my own mistake. Next week, I'm going to break your leg. Next week, I'm going to kill your gimmick.
He is the man, perhaps, who throws the biggest temper tantrums in all of pro wrestling. Maybe David Starr should have that to his nickname.
The following contest is a singles guard circle, one fall. This match has a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, he is the dream in your coffee, the favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler, the Jewish cannon, the physical embodiment of charisma, the most entertaining man in professional wrestling, the Randy Simons of professional wrestling, Mr. American Runner, Davey Wrestling, the 104-minute man, the main event, he's really good at Twitter, the king of taunts, the product, David Starr!
Well, David Starr has been accompanied out here by El Ligero, who excuse us, is harassing us here, they were harassing me at least, at the commentary table. Now what does this mean? Does this mean that David Starr, despite his denials, is indeed now part of the Prestige?
Well, 2 weeks ago, David Starr sat out with us on commentary, did a hell of a job, by the way. And these men were involved too. Don't forget the Prestige. Oh, thank you.
Well, here it comes.
His opponent, from Tipton, Dudley, England, weighing tonight at 187 pounds, Chris Brookes!
Now, 2 weeks ago, as you say, when David Starr lost to Travis Banks, the Prestige and Starr launched an attack on the Kiwi Buzzsaw, and the rest of CCK, Kid Lycos and Chris Brookes, who you're seeing here, came out to make the save for Travis Banks. Oh! Takes out Brookes. Starr will launch to the top and middle rope. My God.
Oh, well, David Starr living up to that Jewish cannon nickname, isn't he?
Starr goes for a cover, and in fact, in that beatdown after that match, or rather after that beatdown, I should say, David Starr backstage, back in the locker room area, beat up Kid Lycos, so he is not here. Brookes is out here on his own.
Well, that was the point I was going to make, Bradshaw, before David Starr, the product, gave me his ring jacket. I wonder where he gets these made. It's better than mine.
So it's definitely better than yours, but that's a fairly low bar. Oh, God. Look at this from Brookes.
Oh, speaking of low.
Brookes apparently into the ear of David Starr. Now, I don't condone that, but it could hardly happen to a nicer guy, could it?
I don't agree with the language here in Leeds, but I agree with the sentiment.
Starr, then Brookes to the ropes. Ligero tripped him up.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. It was right in front of
Oh,
you.
come on. I saw it clear as day. Chris Brookes clipped the bottom rope with his heel and fell over. That's all that happened.
And Ligero putting the boot in on Brookes here. Brookes is in trouble as referee is not looking. This is not a no disqualification match. If referee Steve Linsky saw what was happening, then Starr could have been out of it there. Ligero, very sly, and it's good for a 2 count. Well, this may not be a no disqualification match. What I was about to say is coming up in just a few moments' time is a match where there are no disqualifications whatsoever. The Defiant Hardcore title on the line as Primate takes on and hopefully defeats Chris Ridgway.
Well, it's essential, critical, as David Starr with a big crossbody into the corner goes for the cover.
There you go for one here and another 2 count.
It's critical that Primate holds on to that Defiant Hardcore title. If Chris Ridgway gets his hands on that, who knows what could happen?
We saw and heard from the IPW roster at the top of the show. We heard Mark Haskins saying that they are here to take over Defiant Wrestling, who they believe have absolutely no right to have a prominent position on the British wrestling scene. IPW has been around for longer. As Ligero is choking out Brookes here.
Well, hey, 2 weeks ago when David Starr joined you on commentary, Dave Bradshaw, he had a little cup of tea, and within a cup of coffee, he could do away with Chris Brookes. Brookes may well join Kid Lycos, his tag team partner in CCK, on the injury list.
I still don't get this from Starr. Why? When he was on commentary with me, he kept on denying that he's part of the Prestige. But El Ligero's out here playing cheerleader. What more evidence do we need that Starr has aligned himself with El Ligero and Joe Hendry?
Well, I do agree that in order to reap the benefits of the club, you must be part of it in the Prestige. However, David Starr, one hell of an athlete, an alpha male.
He's on a losing streak, though.
Come on.
Lost 2 in a row to Mike Bailey, and then that loss to Travis Banks that we talked about.
Yawn. Do not let facts get in the way of a good story.
Oh, that's your journalistic policy, I know that. Oh, Brookes takes a boot to the face, and here's the product recall.
Wow.
From the product David Starr.
And just dumps Chris Brookes right out here, and senior official Steve Linsky now starting the count. And El Ligero, almost taunting one half of CCK. Look at this.
I think Starr was happy to push Brookes out of the ring and wants to pick up a win by countout. Anything to get back in the winner's column.
Did you see what I just saw, Bradshaw? A handshake between David Starr and El Ligero. I'm digging this kind of alliance.
Well, Brookes is back in the ring. He got in with a couple of seconds left, and Starr will continue to try and put the final touches on what he thinks is soon to be a victory.
Well, he's long overdue one, is the product, and I'm still impressed with this ring jacket. Hey, this is high quality stuff.
David Starr about to attack Brookes again, but this crowd are getting under the skin of this American star. He took too long. Brookes counters. Brookes with a victory roll. Nothing quite enough for the victory. Chops now from this Chris Brookes, part of CCK. Turns him inside out, does Starr.
Beautiful.
Dumps him face first. There's a brainbuster from Brookes. Very even contest here between Starr and Brookes.
You're not kidding, but El Ligero is still a big factor at ringside in the corner of the Jewish canon, David Starr.
And maybe that is exactly why Starr, in fact, I'm sure it's why David Starr has aligned himself with the Prestige. He wants that difference maker that can snap that losing streak for him.
Well, who wouldn't?
There's more dignified ways to do it than putting yourself with El Ligero and Joe Hendry. Ligero grabbing the boot now of Brookes.
Oh!
Starr takes out Ligero!
Oh no, that's not good.
Here comes Brookes. A knee right into the temple of David Starr.
Oh, David Starr's in trouble here.
And oh my! Brookes takes out Starr. Is that enough to claim the win? It might be, and it very nearly was.
Of course it's not enough. Are you kidding me? David Starr, one of the finest pro wrestlers on planet Earth. He can kick out of anything, Dave Bradshaw. Mark my words, David Starr will make light work of Chris Brookes and move on.
You know, call me a traditionalist, but the greatest stars in pro wrestling tend to win their matches. Maybe Starr will win it here, small package, but it's a 2.
Oh.
Knee right into the face of Brookes from Starr. And another one sends Starr to the outside.
Hey, and El Ligero still down on that far side also. Chris Brookes has something else.
Maybe he's going to try and make sure that Starr stays down. Instead, Brookes gets DDT'd right on that hard corner of the ring apron. Big lariat from David Starr.
Here we go. Starr's feeling it.
Drops him on his knee. Will that do it? It could. He's got both legs wrapped up. Brookes once again, found a way to survive.
That had to be 3. Right, that had to be 3.
Well,
There's no way Chris Brookes kicked out of that one. That was a poor call from the official, in my humble opinion.
It happened right in front of your eyes.
These shades sometimes a little bit dark for rooms like this. Maybe I should have worn a lighter pair. I didn't quite see that one.
Well, you saw IPW come in last week, didn't you? You saw that pretty quickly.
Absolutely.
Anyway, David Starr maybe going for a shining wizard, but Brookes tried to roll him up, kick to the side of the head. Now Starr will send Brookes to the ropes again. Brookes into the Octopus hold. Octopus hold, that is one of Chris Brookes' trademark moves. He's made some of the best wrestlers in Britain tap out with that. Ligero is on the ring apron.
Ever resourceful El Ligero, the prestigious Mexican sensation. Brookes needs to turn around.
Starr has rolled up Brookes. He'll try again for the cover. Again, Starr collides with El Ligero. Brookes rolls him up, and Chris Brookes wins it. Chris Brookes, the winner.
Here is your winner, Chris Brookes.
El Ligero and David Starr unloading here on Chris Brookes. Starr can't believe he's lost again.
But that's not the big story here. The story is that Chris Brookes is about to join Kid Lycos in the hospital.
Or is he? Here comes Travis Banks, returning the favour for Chris Brookes. And look how quickly David Starr and El Ligero got out of there when Travis Banks hit the ring.
I can't blame them for that. The Kiwi buzzsaw is something else. El Ligero has a steel chair, and he still won't come in the ring. That's how dangerous Banks is.
Oh, now Joe Hendry's out here, and sadly he's got a microphone.
Travis Banks, do not think that this is over for a second, because we have a common enemy, the Prestige, my prestigious brother, and our new prestigious friend David Starr. We want to get rid of you, Travis Banks. It would be such a shame if we beat you so badly that you'd have to go back to New Zealand, wouldn't it?
Hey! Oh, stop singing.
Goodbye.
We are going to do anything that it takes to remove you from Defiant Wrestling.
Now wait a minute.
What?
That's the music of the Iron King.
There was a time when Joe Hendry was happy to see Joe Coffey. Those days are gone.
Well, El Ligero's stolen my chair.
I wish you'd steal your voice.
I would stay there if I were you. I've got the higher ground, just remember that. Try it. Try it if you want. You fling the chair like Sabu, I'll knock it back in your head. I suggest taking a walk down that ramp before I come shove your head up your arse, alright? Oh. Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted by the Prestige over here.
That's not their name.
No, it took a lot for me to get here today from Glasgow. You wouldn't believe the travel that I've had. Okay, so I'm extremely pissed off. And to see you three pricks running about, it's making me more angry. And you will not like me when I am angry. Now, as I was travelling down here, my pal, Stu Bennett, dropped me a message. He also wished everyone in Leeds a Merry Christmas and all the best for the bells and all that.
What a sucker.
But he sent me a message and he was like, Joe, I know you're one of the locker room leaders in Defiant Wrestling. And I said, Stuart, yes I am. Yes I am, Stu Pot. And he has given me the authority tonight to make any match I would like.
That can't be right, Bradshaw.
I'm listening.
Well, you're not far off. There is going to be a war. And it's going to be between you, and me. No, but not tonight. It's going to be in 2 weeks. And the thing is, don't boo because it's going to be worth it. I'm not nuts. I might be from Glasgow, but I'm not nuts. I want you and you in a handicap match.
Coffey just put himself
Both of yous.
in a 2-on-1 handicap.
Well,
You
that's
try it
smart.
right now. I'll knock you back down that fucking stage.
Oh.
And there's one more thing. There's a wee NB, nota bene, at the end of the email. Latin, nota bene. It's a wee add-on. And funnily enough, your name was attached to it. And since I have the power to do anything I damn well please tonight, Next week, you and Austin Aries, just to show I've got no hard feelings. I don't care about them. We're still pals, okay? We are all pals. Just to show there is no hard feelings, Travis Banks. Next week, it's going to be you and Austin Aries for the Defiant Championship.
Oh my! Joe Coffey just made Travis Banks the #1 contender.
See you soon.
Travis Banks against Austin Aries next week in our main event for the Defiant Championship. Well, another main event on the way next. It's going to be Primate and Chris Ridgway for the Hardcore title. Don't go anywhere.